Hi there, I'm Paul Waldie and I'm joined by Luke Kawa, and we're talking about the federal rate decision. So Luke, a little bit of different language from Janet Yellen today. Tell us, walk us through what she said.
Well, the big change, the one that everybody was looking for and keyed in on, was the word patient. The word patient did not appear in this Fed statement, and previously Janet Yellen and her colleagues had used it to describe their approach to normalizing policy. She later clarified that it meant that you wouldn't be getting a hike in 2 meetings as long as patient was in the statement. So now the Fed clarified, it said that April still doesn't look likely that they're going to move on rates, but after that, every meeting's in play.
All right, but most people are suggesting that the rate hike probably won't come in June as many had expected, but might be in September. Is that fair?
Yes, I'd say, the general commentary that's coming in seems to be leaning towards this is a dovish statement, and the Fed's thoughts on the labor market and the effect of the stronger U.S. dollar hurting net exports is kind of pushing back the timetable on when they're going to move.
And her outlook on the economy seemed to be a little bit more doom and gloom than we've seen before from her.
I think she struck a pretty balanced note. Economic projections, they were downgraded in each of the 3 years. Inflation also downgraded. But the Fed chair did say that this is still above trend growth. This is still the United States eating into slack, the economy improving, and getting closer to a place where they can normalize policy.
So what does this tell us for the global picture? Is this a sign that maybe the U.S., they're supposed to be leading the world economy, is slowing down a little bit? Or how would we frame things globally?
The U.S. picture has somewhat dimmed because of the sluggishness of the global economy and because of the headwind that the strong dollar has posed, making American goods more expensive abroad, while all other countries' goods are becoming cheaper to import.
And where does this leave Canada?
Well, certainly after today's move in yields, you can feel safe that mortgage rates aren't going to go up anytime soon. But besides that, domestic demand in the United States, a lot of people are saying that the early blips in the data this year are weather affected like we had last year. Strong U.S. demand, a Fed that's patient and letting consumers continue to borrow and take advantage of low interest rates, that's a net positive for Canada.
All right, and so rates there probably aren't going to move until September. What about here? I mean, the feeling is we may see some actual rate cuts. Is that still on the table?
Well, Stephen Poloz signaled that he really wants to see more data come in. They think the oil shock's going to be front-loaded. So I'd probably say you'd have to wait till Q2 data, second quarter data come in, and that would be, around September before we'd really know if that's on the table or not.
All right, Luke Kawa, we've got to leave it there. Thanks for joining us.